Welcome to the instructional handover video for the Hobby Optima Deluxe T65 GE. I'm going to walk you around the outside of the vehicle and then I'll take you on inside and we'll go through all the main bits about the vehicle's working credentials. So it's based on a Fiat. It's got the Fiat alloys. It's got the manually pushed in wing mirrors, which are electrically operated, both top and bottom glasses from the switch inside. We're fitted with a fuel awning, and I'll send you a separate video of how to activate the awning. We've got an electric step and a habitation door, which has got a blind, bin and a fly screen. Behind that we've got the external shower point, so this works on both hot and cold, as you can see there. Behind that we've got a lower and an upper fridge vent. You can buy covers for these. We have a barbecue point, and then behind that the LPG label stipulates is where the gas goes for the vehicle. So it has a door retainer to hold it up, just like so, and then we have a little button here that lifts up and then allows you to slide the unit out, which houses two gas bowls just there. There is a regulator fitted high up on the roof already for you, and to lock it back in place you just lift that up, push it in, and then it will lock in place just like so. The key for the external lockers is the same for all the lockers for the gas and the main garage area. You twist these and it opens up. It is on a ram, so it just holds open. We've got a charging points for both 12 volt and mains in the garage area. We've got the tie down brackets top and bottom, a little light in the corner. Your handles and poles are up there for your awning and the centre rafter just there. This vehicle is going to be supplied with an extra toilet cassette, a waste carrier. The black box behind is the toolkit. Black box at the front is the tyre inflation kit. We've got some additional cushions and an infill cushion there for the back beds. It's heated as well, so you'll see the vent just in the middle, so you can heat it in once you turn your heating on. Lower down we've got the tow bar fitted to it. Higher up we've got the bike rack, and we've got the camera system higher up as well up there. We've also got a garage door on the passenger side, and in this locker area here is where you will find your boiler. So this is the Truma boiler. One thing that you will need to remember to do is to open the frost protection valve, and this is this sort of black box here which has a diamond on the top. To open it, flick it, and you will see that there's a little black nipple that comes out the top. You'll also see down at the bottom, down here, there's a blue button. To lock it, which means to put it in the usable position, you need to turn this and then push the button in. Just like so, so it is flushing. A little bit dark, so I will show you again on collection for that, but that's your frost protection valve. If you don't do that, water will run out directly underneath the boiler and will not allow you to put hot water in the system. So that is your boiler drain valve. Yeah. Twist it and twist it, and then if you wanted to lock it, you'd put your key in and that would lock that door. Forward of that, we've got the boiler flue. So it's not one that you have to remove the cover, so you don't have to do anything with this, but please be aware that this does get hot. Forward of that, we've got the toilet cassette, and to remove the toilet cassette you just need to lift up that little yellow lever at the bottom. It will then slide out. Once it's slid out, you've got your vacuum button there, which releases the air to steadily flow out anything in the toilet, and screw off the cap to empty it out. It does have a handle and it does have wheels, and when you're ready to put it back in place, just gently slide it in and it locks in place just like so. There is room to put your toilet chemicals in there as well should you want, and again it does lock using the key. To fill up the fresh water, you'll do that using this area here. It is labelled up with a little tap, and you'll just put your key in to remove that cap and fill it up with a normal hose pipe. To empty the wastewater, you'll see there's a large sticker here which has a cap on it. You'll have to remove the cap first of all, and then there's a little black handle here that pulls open to empty and pushes in to close. So wastewater lower down, fresh water fill higher up, and boiler drain just in the garage area there. In front of that, we've got the mains plug-in point. That's symbolised with a little electric symbol there. And forward of that, we've got the diesel filler point. Just use the engine key to gain access to that. Into the cab area, underneath here, we've got battery. Engine battery is located underneath here. We've got a glove box, passenger airbag, and another glove box area just above. The window is fitted with the Remis cab lines, both on the side windows, and they're just pinched together. And the front ones pinch and pull together just like so. Be gentle when you're clicking them back in. You don't need to force these. And on there, we've also got an electric window switch for the passenger. The bonnet release can be found just here, so you need to open the door to gain access to the bonnet. And the bonnet. So directly above the hobby sign, if you lift it up, you'll find there's a little yellow handle. That'll releases the bonnet to open. Here we've got the negative point, and underneath the little black cap here, we've got a positive point. Oil and dipstick can be found to the left hand side, and your screen wash is just the blue cap just over in the corner. So that's the outside of the vehicle done. Let's move on inside and go through some items in here. So I've lifted up the seat first of all, because this is where you'll need to know where your freshwater tank. So it's located here, and you can gain access by unscrewing the caps there. To fill up the fresh water, you'll do it with this wheel. And what you'll do is you'll turn it anti-clockwise to empty it and clockwise to open it. Just that wheel there. Yeah. So anti-clockwise, we'll empty the tank. And you do it till it's finger tight. Yep. That will empty the fresh water. To fill it up, you'll just do it the other way. You'll hear a click, and that'll be the travelling litre capacity. And just do it until it's finger tight there. Don't need to do it too hard, guys. And that is your freshwater drain, found underneath the forward facing seats. Okay, so main control panel. So that can be found above the door. So let's start with everything off to begin with. So power off, there's a little standby button here. And with the control panel, you can use several options on here. You can either use the touchscreen button here, or you can use the items here. So once your power is on, it'll illuminate green there, and then you can start putting on the various lights in the vehicle. Yeah. You can also do that by scrolling using this little dial here. And if you scroll, it will also allow you to go through the settings to turn each of the lights on individually. Yeah, so you'll see them we've lit up. It's very bright with the lights. You can turn this off individually on the switches that are noted around the vehicle. Yeah, or you can simply come back to here and press the buttons off, and it'll turn the buttons off. They'll go white when they're off and green when they're on. Okay, so on this control panel too, if we move the dial all the way down to the bottom here, it'll take us back. And if you scroll it along, you'll see that at the bottom, it'll light up yellow, depending on what you're wanting to do. So if you're wanting to see what levels in your freshwater and your wastewater, you click there. Again, if you press back, it will go back. You've got the voltage in your battery levels. You can turn your radio on and off from here if you want to do it. You've got your lights, you've got your information, so time, date, temperatures. Then you've got your settings, so you can go through various settings and information of what the unit is. Yeah. So again, it's just a case of scrolling through the different options, depending on what you want to do. Just there. So that's your main control panel. To the right of that, we've got the thermostat for the heating. And the heating controls can be found just in the bedroom area here. So this is the new Truma control panel system. We'll just move those out of the way. And to turn it on, press and hold the button. Now it's always advisable to turn this on once you're plugged into mains, or you've got your gas on. So your first option with here is the motorhome. So you flick on the motorhome, turn the dial, that takes it to the desired temperature that you want it to go to. If you then move it again, As long as you've got water in the boiler, you can heat the water. Eco is 40 degrees, hot is 60 degrees, and then boost will take all the power away from the heating to get the hot water up to temperature. If you want to do both at the same time, then I would advise you to put it on hot on this and high when we come to the heating controls. The minute I'm going to turn it off, and then we want to do the source of power that we're trying to heat it with. So we've got 5 options. We've got EL2, EL1, mix 1, mix 2 and gas, and to get them simply turn the dial. Yeah, so let's put it on EL1 and you'll see that the little light comes above there. Yeah, so we're recapping. The motorhome is the temperature in the vehicle. The little water thermostat is the heating temperature of the hot water. The next one along, and again if it goes blank just press it, next one along is the actual source of power that we're trying to heat the unit with. And fourthly is the fan speed that we're trying to heat the vehicle with. Again on this we've got 3 options. We've got high, we've got low. So if I turn it here, so up. That should be a bit better, guys. So on here we've got, clicking on the little fan, we've got eco, which is like a low setting, high, which is high and fast, and then if you run the fan for a bit, then you could then go on to that and select boost, and that would allow you to boost up the heating at detriment to the hot water. So you can only have it on boost on either hot water or heating. Depends on what you want to do. Yeah. The other setting is the timer settings. You've then got the clock settings and then a little source to tell you that you're hooked up to mains. To turn the unit off, press and hold it, and you'll see it clearly tells you that it's off. So there's loads of videos on this of how to use it. Best way to do it is have a go, making sure that the fundamentals you remember to do are: don't put the water heater on without water in, make sure that the power's turned on to either your electric or your gas before you turn it on, and make sure you turn that unit off before you unhook or you pull off your gas. Yeah, so that's your heating. Fridge is the Dometic fridge. So it's a manually selected fridge. So off is at the top, mains electric is the next one down. You'll see that it nicely lights up for you. The next one down is battery. Now the battery option on here will only work when the engine's running. The next option down is gas, and once you click the gas, you'll need to then come over to this secondary option here. You'll need to put the igniter in and press them 2 buttons in until this little lever here. So in here you'll see there's a little orange dial. Once your gas is turned on and you press these 2 buttons at the side together, you'll hear it clicking if I'm quiet. What will happen is that orange little lever will move over into the green. Once it's on the green, you can release your hands off these 2 buttons and it is working on gas. If it's not, then check your gas supply. But I would always tell you to pull the gas through on the hob before you try and do it on your fridge. Yeah. So recapping just on these little switches: gas, 12 volt off the engine only when the engine is running. It's really crucial you remember that. That's that one. Mains electric or off, just like so. To open your freezer, just pull it open there and you've got your freezer buttons there. Above it, we've got the solar panel regulator, just up there, and that's in that cupboard above. To open that cupboard, you just press the button in the middle, that opens it up. All the buttons are the same, so press the buttons to gain access to that. We've got a little slider compartment here. In the kitchen area, we've got a light, we've got a fan, and a booster fan, and that's for the extractor fan just above there. Turn them off, press them in. 3-burner hob with an igniter. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 as you're looking at, and then the little igniter just there. please ensure that you don't put it down on naked flame and you do let it cool down before you actually put the lid down on the cooker unit itself. To the side of that, we've got our sink, and on the tap itself we've got a little mixer tap just on the top, hot and cold, telling you which way. So hot that way, cold that way. What I tell you to do first of all with this is, once you've filled up your fresh water and everything's shut, put it on your pump on. Yeah, turn on your tap, and as soon as you lift up your tap, your pump will come on. Can you hear it? As soon as you turn it off, it'll go off. So on, off. Pull it through the hot water first, which will fill up the boiler. Now you might get it spitting and spurting initially, completely fine. Run the tap till you've got a steady stream. Once you've got a steady stream, put the tap back down, and then go to your heater controls to work out what you want to do on your heating. Your fresh water will simply just pump from your fresh water tank when it's in the cold position. So that's what they call priming the vehicle. So pull it through that side first of all. Well, we're also in the kitchen. We've got your igniter valves. So your valves are just all here. So as you're looking at it here, we've got 3 going one way and 1 up. The only one that's operational in this position is that one there. So what you want to do is make sure that they're always in the up position. That is the way to get gas to all the operation points. So oven, fridge, boiler and cooker. Yeah. So that's there. Below that, we've got a series of drawers, and all you do with the drawers is underneath you've got a little push button which releases that little buckle there, and that opens up the drawers for each of them areas just there. In here we've got the utensil area, and then below that we've got the oven. So to turn the oven on and off, you use the dial here. Up position at 12 o'clock is off. Press it in, it will ignite it, and then you will be able to change the actual temperature of it just by moving the dial like you would at home. We've got a little light here, which turns it on and off. And then this button, if you press it, lift it up, will allow you to open up the oven itself. Sorry, this one, press it down and it will open up the oven, just like so. Close it and then it will lock it in place. Below here we've also got a little storage area as well, just there. And underneath the beds we've got some areas here for your clothes. Press the buttons in to open them, and a hanging rail here. We've also got your main RCD box. So this is like your RCD box at home. So if you're hooked up to mains and you press the orange button, then that right hand side switch should drop down. Yeah, this is the protection for the mains. The other two are related to the appliances in the vehicle, and we've got a little rail that extends here. So if we ever ring and you say we're not sure if we've got power to the vehicle, press that button. If you're plugged into mains and it drops down, you have, it's something on the vehicle. If it doesn't, then it's something external to the vehicle, the mains plug-in point or the point that you're plugged into. The step has a little area here. You could use it for storage, but just be careful of the pipes for the heating. We've got the infill section that drops just in here, and the ladders to gain access to that. We've got, again, more storage all around the bedroom area. Just lift them up. Be careful in the corner ones that you don't lift them at the same time and mark the cupboards. Going round, just there. We've got a switch as well to turn off the lights in this area. So if you do want to turn the lights off, you can use that switch. And going round just like so. We've also got a blind and a fly screen on them windows, and they do open using the little push buttons. So push, push, and then it will open out, and then just turn that to lock it in place and twist it to close it. Make sure it's over the second run and make sure that that's locked in. They're the same on both sides. Your roof light has a fly screen and a blind on it, and to open it you press the button down and pull the handle towards you, and then to lock it, push it back up and lock it in place like so. The one in this area is a winding one, so just put the handle down and wind it through. we've got fly screen and blinds on that as well. We've also got a roof light at the front, and again this will open same way, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll just lock open with that. We've also got a blind and a fly screen on that as well. Cupboard above there, you'll also see there's a pack. I will send you some information separately as well. The previous customer sent me, but that tells you everything on the vehicle itself. And we've got some storage around the front area here. Above the table we've got storage, and we've also got the mains and 12-volt plug just in there, and the same just in that area here. Here is where the satellite system's fitted, and to turn it on and off you just use the button here, and that will tell you to turn it on and off depending on what you want it to do. Just like so. The TV is fitted in the rear, just here. To extend it, you just press that in and pull the table at the TV, and that will slide out, just like so. To put it back in, just slide in, and then it will lock in place. In the bathroom area, we've got another Hecky roof light, just like what I've shown you. A mixer tap. You've got your shower head, and we've got a little clothes rail here. So that's for your hanging up your washing. Just goes in up here into a little bracket there. Here we've got some storage in the cupboard. Mixer tap for your sink, toothbrush and soap holder. The actual toilet itself, we've got the little lever here to open and close the actual toilet set in the top, the blade valve, yeah? To the front is opening it, to the back is closing it. So that will, you have to have that in the right position to allow you to pull out the toilet cassette and to use the toilet. The flush is here, the little blue one, and the indicator to tell you it's full is the top one there. We've also got a little light in that area that will turn on and off the bathroom light. Yeah. To open and use the shower, we'll twist the little buckle at the top and up here, just in the upward position. That allows us then to close the shower area off. Just like so. And then we have a slider compartment which releases just at the top up here. So just unclip that and slides round to meet the shower to give you a shower cubicle area. Just like so. Make sure when you're moving off, guys, that you do put that back in place and you do latch on the little fitting up there. So the bed area can be made like that. You use the base and the back of the single seat, the makeup cushion, which has never been used, and the base of the bottom seat. It's really a single to go across there. And the way we got to this was, we lift these up. We've got the seat here, which folds over. You can also lift this up to gain access from here, and we do have a drawer runner from this side, which we press in and come out just there. So popping these back in place, you can see which ones that we use, just there, and again, just here. We have the infill cushion, which is brand new, still in the bag, never been used. And we've got the table. Now you might say, how have we got the table to be lower? We've done that by removing the detachable part of the leg to the lower position. To remove the table, you've got two little clips. When you click it in place, they'll push up. To release it, you push them down like they are now. And that's how we make up that front lounge bed area and drop the table in the lower position. The table itself will extend, and you do that by pulling the lever down and spinning the bottom part of the unit, which will give you an extension piece, and then locks just in place there. The seats at the front will slide forward and backwards using the bar. They will adjust the lumbar support at the back and the height using the little paddles back and front just there. On the driver's side, you will need to be careful of the handbrake when removing that around. We've got a reversing camera that's just present here, and one that comes on the actual screen here. The multimedia system, I believe, is an extra. We've got the nav or phone holder just here. To open that up, you just pull that lever at the side. To lock it back in place, you press, and lock in place and push it back down. We're on the 6-speed gearbox. We've got air conditioning, traction plus, hill descent, lock button, and the hazard lights. On the steering wheel, we've got speed limiter control and cruise, lights and indicators. And on this side, we've got the windscreen wipers and a trip counter at the end. We've also got your mirror switches, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, and your electric windows for both sides. Right at the bottom down there, you'll see there's a red key. You can also isolate all the power to the back of the motorhome. You will need to twist that key to do that. On leaving the vehicle, what you'll need to do is power off to everything. So turn off your heating controls, turn off your main power, and then away you go. Now I hope you find the video informative. Hope you enjoy, most importantly, your new motorhome. We look forward to your feedbacks and comments, but more importantly, we hope you have a wonderful time. Thank you.